Good morning everyone. In today's video I am going to explain as how you can set a branch office in India, what are the activities permitted to open a branch office in India, what is the procedure to set a branch office, who are the eligible companies who can open the branch office, what is the documents requirement for open a branch office, what is the approval process, exceptions and what exactly you need to do after the approval. So without much ado, let's start. So friends, foreign companies or MNCs who are interested to expand their businesses outside India, basically can start their full-fledged businesses by opening a branch office in India. However, branch offices are not allowed to directly carry out manufacturing activities, though it is permitted to subcontract these services to an Indian manufacturer. Normally, the branch office is engaged in the activity in which the parent company is engaged. The name of the branch office must be same as that of the foreign parent company, and for each new office of such a branch office, a fresh approval is required from RBI with justification. For example, if you want to open a multiple branch office in India, you need to take a fresh approval for each branch offices, and whatever profit you will earn from the branch offices in India, those are freely remittable from India, subjected to payment of applicable taxes. Now, to check eligibility, a foreign company has to fulfill two primary conditions to be eligible to open a branch office in India. Number one is they must have a 5-year record of profitable business in their home country. And the number two is they must have a minimum net worth of at least a US $1 lakh verified by the most recent audited balance sheet. Now, there are only 8 types of activities which are permitted to in India. The number one is to engage in export or import of goods. Number two is to engage in professional or consultancy services. Then to carry out research work for the areas where the parent company is engaged. Number four is to engage in activities which promote technical or financial collaboration between Indian companies and parent company. Number five is to act as a buying or selling agent in India or to represent the parent or group company. Number 6 is to engage in any business or technical activities for software development or for the rendering of any services related information technology, to provide technical support services to the clients in India for the goods or services supplied by parent or group company. And the last one, to act as an authorized representative for a foreign shipping or airline company in India. Now I am going to explain what is the procedure to set a branch office in India. Any foreign company which is intending to establish a branch office in India is required to obtain a prior approval from Reserve Bank of India through authorized bankers. They are famously called as AD, which may take up to 3 to 6 weeks. Approval is usually not required to be renewed, but in some cases RBI gives approval for only 2 to 3 years and it has to be renewed on expiry. Now I am going to explain about the documents requirement. There are certain documents which are required. Number one is English version of Certificate of Incorporation. Number two is Charter or Memorandum and Articles of Association. If it is not in English language, then it has to be translated in English language and duly notarized and apostilled by notary or embassy office. Number three is a copy of the parent company's latest audited balance sheet, clearly showing the net worth. Number 4 is list of directors in parent company. Number 5, list of shareholders. Number 6, net worth certificate attested by a CPA. Number 7 is banker's report from the applicant's banker in the host country. Number 8, power of attorney in favor of authorized signatory who is going to be in charge of branch office. Number 9 is authorized person's visa, passport, photo, ID proof and address proof of all 5 companies. And the last one is latest address proof of branch office. That can be a bank statement, electricity bill, water bill or phone bill. Now I am going to explain about the approval process. After proper scrutiny of all the documents submitted to RBI, 80 category 1 bankers shall forward the application in form number FNC together with their comments, recommendations to RBI for its final approval and allotment of unique identification number to branch office. And after receipt of the UIN from the Reserve Bank, the AD category 1 bank shall issue the approval for establishing branch office in India. Now I am going to discuss about the cases in which the prior approval of RBI is required before setting up of a branch office in India. Number 1 is where the applicant is a citizen of a registered incorporated in Pakistan. Number 2 is the applicant is a citizen of or registered incorporated in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Iran, China, Hong Kong, etc. And the number 3 is the principal business of the applicant falls in the 4 sectors, namely defense, telecom, private security and information and broadcasting. And the number 4 is the applicant is a non-government organization, non-profit organization, body, agency, department of a foreign government. So all these 4 category of businesses are required prior approval from RBI. Such applicants shall be forwarded to Reserve Bank, Foreign Exchange Department, Central Office Cell, New Delhi by the authorized dealer category 1 banker and be considered in consultation with the Government of India only. Now I am going to share about the exceptions where before setting up a branch office you do not require any prior approval from Reserve Bank of India. Number 1 is a banking company residing outside India if such company has obtained necessary approval under the provisions of Banking Regulation Act 1949, and insurance company if such company has obtained approval from IRDA. Number 3 is a company resident outside India which is willing to establish a branch office in SEZ, that is a special economic zone, to undertake manufacturing and service activities subject to condition that the such branch offices are functioning in those sectors where only 100% FDI is permitted, and such branch offices comply with the chapter 22 of the Companies Act 2013, and such branch offices function on a standalone basis. Now I am going to discuss what you need to do after approval. After the approval from Reserve Bank of India, every branch office registered with RBI shall have to get itself registered with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The MCA will allot CIN number. Nowadays CIN is allotted along with the PAN number and TAN number. Once PAN is allotted, you can go ahead and open the branch office bank account as well. Validity of approval. After the approval, branch office has to establish its office within 6 months. The approval shall elapse in case the office is not set up within 6 months. Companies looking for any further extension of time shall require prior approval of RBI. Now you have to do one more compliance, that is registration with the state police. Finally, after approval from RBI, the branch officers need to register with the state police office. The applicants must be accompanied by the RBI approval copy and KYC of all authorized persons in India and the foreign company. Now the last thing is, after all the necessary approvals and intimation to the state police, you can go ahead with the GST registration and import-export license, and you can take care about the bank account and whether the checkbook is received or not. I hope you have got all the necessary informations regarding opening a branch office in India, and if you have liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.